Shower.
Our first item would be a public forum. Is there anyone who'd like to address the group? That was very gracious of you.
My name is Sue Ann Peters. I'm with Story Theater Company. I just wanted to say that we're excited to be opening and excited to be starting with Young Sherlock, and just wanted to announce and welcome you and the public to our performances. They'll be here at City Auditorium. We're starting, I want to make sure I get it right, June 18th, and we're running through June 27th. So, and we are starting and we're implementing the pay-as-you-will so that we can make arts more accessible to people. So a little different on the ticketing than in the past because we're actually handing out invites. I would have brought you tickets. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that or not, but these are just invites if you want them. You go to the website to reserve what show you're wanting to go and see. So anyway, thank you for your and thank you for the support of Story Theater Company. So we're excited to be starting up and be live theater, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's like a courtroom.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, he won't be here this week.
And we're not getting a book report or anything, so.
Lydia, did you have anything to say? No. Okay. Just checking. Thanks.
We'll move on to approval of the minutes from our May 3rd meeting. Has everybody had the opportunity to review the minutes? Any questions, concerns, or? No?
Seemed like I remember it.
Okay. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
I so move.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? And it passes unanimously. On the next item is the Fall 2021 Special Grant Project recommendations. The only one we had was the Story Theater Company. We had up to $1,000 to give, and we did 960.
That was the average of
Uh-huh.
our recommendation.
Are we comfortable with that? Do we want to bump it to 1,000? We have the latitude to do that.
I would like to hear why it would be less than 1,000, I guess, for any commission, like the commissioners that decided to just less than
Well,
half.
I mean, someone must have for the average to be lower,
Mhm.
but I'm fine with 1,000.
Yeah,
Okay.
if we're only $40 shy,
Yeah.
Go
I didn't
for
see
it.
any reason
Yeah.
to.
Good. Do I have a recommendation along those lines?
I will recommend we move it up $40 to an even 1,000.
All right, and a second?
I'll second.
Okay. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? All right, that passes unanimously. On the request from the Story Theater Company pertaining to the annual grant final reports, which should be in your email and also on a list here attached. Did you want to speak to that or not?
I think it was very clear.
Yeah, I was trying to explain.
I agree that July 9th is early.
Okay,
Might be able, I think we should think about in the future, the deadline be the end of the month. Well, I mean, this one where it's fiscal year in particular, to move it to July 31st for everybody in the future.
we have the, well, we can do that in the future. We have the
Yeah.
autonomy to do that
Now,
for
Yeah.
this one if we would
Right.
like to, if you feel that's the right thing to do.
And that was where my question lay, is how structured did we have to be being new? We do have that leeway to,
Yeah, we could go
To
to the
push
end
it
of the
around.
year.
Okay.
The important thing is that it's all the paperwork, all the filing gets in time because we still have to close out the city's fiscal year.
right. So the end of July would be plenty of time to get all that taken care
If
of.
they get their paperwork into us quickly, their final report. Uh-huh.
yeah, so that's, I think
Yeah.
there was like kind of two different questions. The first recommendation was July 31st, and I think it's important to have a specific date where later it was asked if we would want their final report once all of their payments are made, and I think that's too ambiguous. And
Yeah.
so it would have to have that specific date of July 31st. So that would have to recognize that there might still be that chance where it's estimated expenses that is then reconciled later. And I think that's fine,
Yeah.
That's fine.
especially because we don't even meet again until August. So.
Right.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm fine with the July 31st, pushing it back.
It seems to be a consensus. Do we have a motion?
I'll move to extend the
We have to
deadline
do
for
this.
annual grand final reports to July
Just sort of round
31st.
And do we have a second?
I'll second.
All right, Dan. It has been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that also passes unanimously. And we have a clarification next for the annual grant requirements for the Ames chapter of the Moines Metropolitan Opera. And basically, their question was, they will be using the buses in July, which falls after the end of our fiscal year. And is that okay?
Well, and then they want to pay.
But they're paying for them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, paying for it ahead of time and,
And the
Yeah.
bus company requires it, apparently.
Yeah, they
yeah,
use city or any of those, they're gonna have money up front. So
Okay. I would prefer someone remind them that they need to do a better job publicizing, this opportunity, because I think last time it just went to guild members.
Mhm.
And, it's supposed to be publicized for everyone.
give them a little nudge. Is that right?
Pardon?
We can give them a nudge. We have to
Yeah.
send them an email if we
Yeah.
change it anyway.
Mhm.
So,
It might be too late by now, because they probably have people already signed up.
they probably don't have it filled yet.
Is that something that they identify in their grant request? Like how they're going to advertise the busing option?
I don't think.
They
it
didn't
was
give
very-
us a lot of specifics on it, and we'd requested, like, for one thing, they make it available to Iowa State students, because there are a number of students that don't have a car, don't want to drive to Des Moines,
Mhm.
but would benefit to go down to see the opera. So,
Well, and I think it was mainly for the older people who didn't want to drive.
yes.
And I know people who would have used the bus had they known it was available.
Right.
So we don't want to just subsidize their guild members. We want to make sure we're not subsidizing anyone who would like, so we're expanding the exposure. Since the opera is actually in Des Moines, we want to make sure it's appealing to the people in Ames who are benefiting from the
definitely.
buses.
So
It's
with the grant, since I wasn't here, I'm sorry, like
No.
when offered the grant, was that made clear to them? That they need to advertise this to a larger Ames community? I don't think I did anything.
I don't think it was you.
Someone hung up on me.
Woo.
I'll move this over here.
It was
That
like,
wasn't
just
it,
like when
but
you use, the auto dial, like call mom.
Oh.
See what she thinks.
It was in the materials. Last year, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
It wasn't,
it wasn't real specific on how they were going to use it other than for buses, how they were going to get the word out. And when they made the presentation, we were kind of specific on how we'd like them to utilize it, so that they were opening it up to more people rather than just their guild members.
Yeah, I was just wondering, because then it makes sense to remind them, right? That was
Right,
part of,
right,
part of
right.
the
right.
and
the
even,
discussion.
even at this late date, they could still send something out, especially if they have open seating.
Right, right.
They could just say, limited seating
Mhm.
available or something, but yeah.
Well,
And the single tickets just went on sale last Tuesday.
Oh,
So,
I mean, heck, you can get on Mel in the morning and get out to a lot of the people who would
yeah.
Yeah.
be interested in this. It doesn't cost you anything on Friday to go out and talk to
Yeah.
Mel.
Yeah.
Or on the phone. I don't think he's talking to people in person yet. Bob might be. but-
Because they could probably fill more than one bus if they communicated it well.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to fill 2 buses. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have a motion on this?
I don't think we needed a motion on this, did we? Like, it was just, because unless we needed to change the contract, I thought
No.
that's what Brian's email said. And we don't need to
The
change
contract
that.
doesn't change for this.
Yeah.
We get by without it, so
Yeah.
there's a consensus that it's okay with us then?
So,
Consensus, okay,
Just give them that little nudge.
indeed. Any other new business? Okay. Important upcoming dates, the annual grant and spring special grant. Final reports are due July 9th, with exceptions as noted. And our next meeting will not be until August 2nd, as we do not meet in July, typically because the 4th of July holiday comes right onto it. And we don't have, it's a dead time, so we don't have much going on. Any other questions, concerns? That was short and quick.
Yeah.
Well, I'll adjourn the meeting. Thank you.